Morning, welcome back. Well, yes, this is a re-upload of a video I've uploaded before with a few minor changes. Don't worry, you didn't reality shift. Or did you? Let me know in the comments. Hey, life got you bored, annoyed at everything? Want to escape and do something fun? Move your conscience somewhere else to avoid daily responsibilities like chores and going to the doctors. Well, according to this internet trend, reality shifting, you can. No need to request paid time off or let your supervisor know. Just use your brain to think at any point in time, and it'll happen at your own leisure. Take an 8-month vacation and go anywhere you like. And they really mean anywhere. Visit Hogwarts with beloved wizard Harry Pottery and Drano Malfoy.
So is this just like being delusional? Because like usually this type of stuff, because like I'll have situations where somebody will be talking to me and I'll be an Azeroth. I'm not listening to what they're saying. I don't care. I'm just waiting for them to stop talking so I can say damn or that's crazy. And then hopefully after that, they'll leave me alone. That's daydreaming? Yeah. Well, it's like it's kind of like I'm actively not thinking about what they're saying. I'm basically going AFK in real life. I do it all the time.
Genre of activity is just Sword Art Online. Yep. Say no thanks to real life and go live in an online fantasy world with an anime waifu.
Oh, I've been doing that for a while.
I have not seen this. Lore may or may not be accurate. Thankfully, we don't have to play life or death video games in this day and age, thanks to our sponsor, Misplay. Misplay is a loyalty app for anyone that likes to play mobile games. Just like me, you probably have a lot of interest in hobbies that cost money. Buying K-pop albums, paying for anime streaming services, and even just your daily coffees and little treats. It doesn't hurt to get some help covering these expenses. The more you use Misplay, the more you turn the time you spend playing into something tangible, like gift cards to Amazon, Walmart, Visa, Xbox, PlayStation, and many others. It's kind of like optimized multitasking. You get to unwind while earning rewards by discovering and playing mobile games. And since they have a wide variety of games, you're bound to find something that fits your style of play. Puzzle and word games, strategy, adventure, and more. I'm currently working towards a gift card by playing Adventure. I really like these simulation resource management games. Funny thing is, I do not enjoy working in customer service at all, but serve it to me in game form where I can min-max my restaurant stats. I'm clocking in and working overtime for free. Visit misplay.com/evasion.
They've got kids doing this. Like they're like there's this thing where like kids and like people in like South America will like spam take surveys for these different companies, and like they'll make like, you know, $3 an hour by like clicking through all these surveys really fast.
Click the link in the description to
really
download
funny.
Misplay for free. You'll get 200 bonus points for signing up today. Plus, use my code EVASION100 inside the app for an additional 100 free points, which will help towards redeeming your first gift card. See description for all the details. This topic would need the same runtime as a feature film because there's so much to yap about. As you can see, we're not doing that today. This is a surface level overview as someone who got curious after
I fucking shifted. It's real. It's real. So the new TikTok trend is just literally being crazy.
It pop up on my feed, and then spend 2 days downloading 10 gigabytes of purposeless information into my brain, which probably has a virus now. There's so much information floating around with no credible or tangible sources other than people's own experiences. It's hard to verify things when the sources are literally, just trust me bro. The more I tried to research and actually understand, the more confused I became. It really felt like I was back in school trying to survive with one brain cell. You know that feeling. After reading the same paragraph in the organic chem textbook for the 100th time and still not understanding. No one wants to be the person that asks the teacher why we build shapes in a science class. I involuntarily shifted into a reality where I'm the Shailene Woodley outsider, and the shifters are trying to get rid of me for being dumb. Reality shifting for two people might be completely different experiences. It's like colors. People will see the same shade differently. I did try my best to understand. If you're a part of this community, I respect your choices, but as shifters, you gotta admit, some of these claims are wild. So we're just having a respectful giggle today.
Mario! Yahoo!
The main belief is that there are
Yeah, this is being crazy. Yeah, I know about this. There's crackheads under a bridge that are better than any of these girls. I mean, what is this supposed to be new?
Multiple realities of yourself based on the choices you make. You choose to go to
lay down in a comfortable position, say I am out loud in your head until you get symptoms. Once you get symptoms, count to 0 to 100 while saying affirmations. After that, make up imaginary scenarios from your doctor. Wait, what doctor? What does that imply? Awake method, any affirmations until you think that you are in your doctor. Wait, maybe that's something else. That's DR. Different reality. Probably different reality is what it means. Yeah, dream reality. Yeah. Okay, it's not Doctor. It should be, but it's not.
Work in this reality, somewhere else,
I feel like it's also extremely poetic that the instructions for this are overlaid over a K-pop video. It just says a lot.
On a performance of a lifetime and calling in sick. Since there's so many choices we can make, there's basically infinite realities with slight variations. Damn, infinite, bro? That is too many. How are we not supposed to have FOMO when another version of me is in Korea getting the scoop on what the hell is happening in the Hyde building right now?
Baby, I'm just trying to play cool.
That's when reality shifting comes in. When you shift, you can transfer your consciousness from your CR, current reality, to your DR, desired reality.
A 7-month shift?
With you there so far. I'm ready to see what reality I'd be living in if I didn't choose the YouTube career path during my Sims character creation screen. Explaining this to your
I don't believe I don't know. This isn't real. This is no way this is real.
average default setting coworker at TJ Maxx who only uses Facebook for the minion memes, they would probably think, there's no way people would believe this, right? It almost sounds too good to be-
This is crazy. This is crazy.
How they do this, man. This is actually really sad and concerning. This is nuts, man. This is crazy.
Be true, hopping around different parallel universes on a whim. Well, when there's millions of searches on TikTok about shifting, and YouTube to parallel universes on a whim. Well, when there's millions of searches on TikTok about shifting and YouTube tutorials with even more views, this community is quite active around these parts. It's not surprising reality shifting really blew up during the years we were forced to stay inside, during a time when
I would have never expected that this could have come up during COVID. Wow, what a surprise. What a twist.
when everything was sad, isolating, and toilet paper was nowhere to be seen. People were looking for their own form of escapism, whether it be beating up ugly villagers on Animal Crossing until they leave your island, or moving your consciousness into a different world with no pandemic, and a long-haired professor with a silk press who's always out to get you. The majority of the shifting demographic tends to be on the younger side, mostly teens and tweens. Other than our
Okay, all right, good, because they're just stupid kids, right? Like, there's no way. Oh, man, oh, God, man, it's just... tweens? Yeah, well, man, that's like, 11 to, 12? Like, 10, 11, 12? I feel like that's... I think it's, in between, right? Like, teen and a kid. So it's, 10, 11, and 12.
Our boring normal realities of choosing bacon or sausage for breakfast, you're also able to visit fictional realities. This is one of the most popular realities among shifters. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
I think that says a lot right there, doesn't it? What a fucking surprise.
It's its own section in the reality shifting lore.
Listen to Neville, I caught him self-harming once. This is really starting to stress me out, guys. I'm starting to get stressed out.
I'm a Slytherin. Maybe that's why I'm making this video. You know who would try reality shifting?
Who?
Hufflepuffs. Just kidding. I'm just making stuff up.
Ravenclaw.
Unless. I mean, fair enough.
For
Magic
sure.
is pretty cool. Who wouldn't want to do prank wars with the Weasley twins, get
my
carried by
God.
Hagrid by
Fake
faking
an
an injury, and see some wizard BL happen right in front of them? It does
Oh
get quite
my
intense when
God.
people start spending way too much time in their desired realities. And not just a few days, but months.
It's 4 a.m. I just woke up from a shift of 8 months at Hogwarts. I want to go back. Let me leave. Wow, what a tremendous shock that the majority of people that are part of this trend are bored girls in first world countries. I just... Remember what I said about how I always expect the worst? You fucking see? You see? You see? You fucking see why? It's 9 a.m. I just woke up from a full 5 months at Hogwarts. Take me back home. I hate it here. My parents asked why I'm limping after my nap where I shifted to Hogwarts.
I have so many questions. What happens to your physical body when you shift? You can't just isekai yourself away for a year and then come back like nothing happened.
You easily can. You can do anything that you want if you're crazy. Do you want to be an airplane? Okay, well, if you're crazy enough, you can be. It's simple. You can be anything you want.
I get this.
You want to be a fox?
To be like,
easy.
Wow, that's so amazing. How does this even exist? But come on, we gotta have some practical rules here. You might be the main character in your life, but what's stopping another you from another reality from jacking into your consciousness? Don't you worry. When you shift, you essentially create a clone of yourself that still does the same daily activities.
Oh,
so
right.
it's like you never left. Okay, well, that's good, I guess, because this is what I imagine people actively shifting looked like.
Day 1 of attempting to shift to Hogwarts.
This is rough. This is guys.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be late for my class. I'm gonna be late for my class. Good evening, Dumbledore. Good evening, Dumbledore.
It's gotta be a joke, right? There's no way it's gonna be a joke.
Hermione Granger.
No,
You're late for class too?
It's gotta be a joke, bro. Like, no, bro. It's a meme.
Dobby?
It's a meme. It's
I
gotta
didn't know you were chill like that.
No.
Dobby,
It's gotta
wait,
be.
Dobby.
No.
Dobby.
No,
Look, chill. Dobby.
I'm looking this up afterwards.
Dobby,
No.
Dobby.
No.
Like, Dobby.
Does he need help?
Daddy, I'm Dobby. You're
What's
a freak
Dobby
of
doing?
law.
Wake up, girl. I believe this is a parody, but I'm only...
Okay, thank God. Alright. It's not that bad. Okay, good. I was really worried, man. I was really stressed out.
like 60% sure.
I
I
was
feel like
so
there's a lot of
stressed.
plot holes within this lore. What if life throws you a curveball and your schedule gets messed up? How does your clone know what to do when you wake up one day and you realize your mom sold you off to one direction? Chances are low, but it's never zero. There'd be so many unexplained absences in school. Kids would be shifting all day and writing scripts, which are basically journals of what you want to happen in your desired reality. It's pretty similar to writing your name fanfiction, where you're the main character. Although shifting is unpredictable and you can't always control where you end up, which is why I'm never trying this, no matter how many TikToks I reluctantly have to watch.
I do this all the time. It's called just being delusional. Yeah, people can be talking to me and I'm not there. Yeah, I'm not thinking about them. It's not a problem. Like, this is one thing, like, people might wonder, why are you okay whenever your house is a mess and you live in garbage? Because I don't live in garbage. I don't. There's no garbage. What do you mean? I just don't think about it. Until you have to step over it, it is what it is.
I'm not risking it if there's a chance I could end up in the Attack on Titan universe. We already have unrealistic beauty standards at home. Also, is Hogwarts even safe? There's literally Dementors, giant spiders, and girls with botched rhinoplasties walking around. I wouldn't wouldn't feel safe here. I would need
Yeah,
some
Hogwarts
reassurance.
sucks.
Ihab Yusuf, a licensed clinical psychologist in San Francisco, says that because shifting lacks any scientific evidence to prove that it's a standalone concept, it's more akin to a form of immersive daydreaming or lucid dreaming. According to Ellie Summer, a clinical psychologist and pioneer researcher of maladaptive dreaming, who coined the term immersive daydreaming, is the ability—
I've never known of a single girl that got into the idea of lucid dreaming that wasn't completely fucking nuts. Hot though? That's how I knew them. But definitely nuts. Super crazy.
to engage in elaborate and euphoric fantasy worlds for relaxation and entertainment purposes. Lucid dreaming, on the other hand, occurs when someone is asleep but is able to recognize that they're dreaming. Those who claim to have shifted before, however, disagree. Tumblr creator Lay claims that, "Sorry Tumblr users, even though I used to be like you, I'm gonna have to go with the medical professional's opinion on this one. I think reality shifting is just pre-planned daydreaming that's been labeled as something that it's not. A rebrand, if you will. I spend lots of time imagining myself in fantasy scenarios countless of times. Didn't have social media and internet to post about it, but I'm pretty sure I've experienced this too. It's not as intense as people make it out to be. All these grand claims on TikTok of being able to live in a fantasy world is just setting up unrealistic expectations for kids that don't know any better. People are spending years attempting to shift, and they're getting—
I think that here's really what the problem is. It's that these people get like, so this is the reality, right? Is like, let's say you get into something like this in like 1980, okay? And you start explaining this to your friends in school, and they throw you in a garbage can and they flush your head in the toilet. And after this happens a couple of times, you stop doing it, and then you graduate high school, you get a job, you get married, you have kids, and you have a career, you have a great life. But now, if you're a kid and you start thinking about this, you go on the internet and you start talking to other kids that are thinking about the same thing, and you guys get together and like form these groups, and then you guys get really into it, and then after high school you don't go to college, and before you know it, you've completely fucked up your life. That's what happens. It's like now people have the ability to harness every village idiot and put them together. And it's like, well, all these other people we can't all be crazy, can we? Well, as a matter of fact,
motivated and even sad because they haven't experienced these cool sounding shifts that everyone else is having online. Many shifters have posted their own methods online of how to properly shift, and all you need to do is listen to this 8-hour long YouTube video at night. There's quite a bit of crossover with meditation tips and practices that encourage lucid dreaming. This trend is giving young impressionable kids a false belief that this is something that it's not, and you can't deny it's a popular topic that gets a lot of views and engagement.
Well, it's like if you're a kid and you can sell somebody on the idea that you could go to Hogwarts if you just think it hard enough, I feel like that's a pretty good sell. I mean, bro, people would go to crusades, they go to holy wars, they blow themselves up for some fucking bullshit like this. You really think a kid can't imagine he can go to Hogwarts? I mean, really, it doesn't make that big of a difference. But yeah, it's just how it is.
Background of the person you're getting your information
it's nuts,
from.
man.
Is this 100-step shifting tutorial from someone with a fully developed frontal lobe who can show proof they shifted realities? It's kind of—
By the way, it's another K-pop video in the background.
hard to take you seriously when your video is half K-pop fan cam. This internet trend is starting to spill over into the real world. Go to the comment section in any video related to reality shifting. The comments will be loaded with questions about shifting.
When the shift is so bad, you guys sit in silence for a couple minutes.
How do you shift? No, like work, like a job. Oh, that's not. Once you experience the real world and an—
I get it. It was her shift. That's bad.
Actual shift at a job that makes you cry, you'll be on the office computer updating your resume during a 30-minute break. With peace and love, let's limit our screen times and go outside, me included. We actually have Hogwarts at home. Admission is only a few $100s, but at least we don't have this. Our brains are actually terrifying. You can literally make yourself believe anything if you try hard enough. And when it's fresh and still squishy, you have to be careful.
Why is it that Hogwarts attracts so many bored, crazy girls? Why does that happen? It's magic? But, like, why can't they just, like, Lord of the Rings? I mean, it's magic in Lord of the Rings, right? Yeah, fuck.
It's
too manly. Yeah.
Reality shifting as something you do when you're young, I'd go as far as to say it's pretty normal. It's reassuring to know we still have imaginations and creativity muscles. You know, with all the brain rot, iPad, Cocomelon stuff going around. I don't know. Reality shifting could be real.
I think that it is never a good idea to indulge people in delusion. This isn't real. It's never going to be real. It never was real. It's totally fake. You made the entire thing up. Snap back to reality and go get a job. You know, go finish your homework. Why don't you go outside and play basketball? For real, like, what is this? This upset a lot of people. Yeah, what are you doing? I never indulge people's bullshit like this. I will only do so as a method of just placating them so they will leave me alone. Other than that, no.
To an extent. The bad thing that can happen is if you use reality shifting as a permanent form of escapism, that it impacts your daily life. There can be extreme cases like maladaptive daydreaming, which is a mental health issue where a person daydreams excessively, sometimes for hours at a time, more so as an unhealthy or negative attempt to cope with or adapt to a problem.
Yep,
There's also the tie-in with reality shifting and spirituality. Another thing that's really personal that everyone experiences differently. I feel like my version of reality shifting is making up scenarios in my head where I snap back with a witty comeback to that mean retail customer interaction I had back in 2016.
No Chick-fil-A sauce?
If you reality shift or do any fanfiction daydreaming where it doesn't affect your daily life, then by all means, visit as many Harry Potter / Hunger Games universes as you want. Everything in
I disagree. I think that to the extent that you indulge stupid behavior and crazy behavior, like, they can do it, right? But, like, it's not real and it never was and it never will be. Like, you're just totally being stupid. Like, never indulge people's delusions. Because if you indulge, so what? So I don't want to fucking hear about it. So I don't fucking hear about this shit that everybody knows is fake. I don't want to hear about it. It's astrology. Like, I don't want to hear about astrology. Oh, this is what you said because you're a Capricorn? No, this is what you said because you're a fucking idiot. Shut up. I don't want to hear about it for even a second. There should be no tolerance for this kind of stuff.
And let's not blindly believe someone just because they have facts on a K-pop fan cam or speak in an ASMR convincing way. With the power of anime and the YouTube algorithm on my side, I can do anything. Don't forget to feed it by giving this video a like, and I'll get to see you on your recommended the next time I post. I'd like to stay in this reality, if that's alright with you. There's definitely a universe out there where instead of a YouTuber, I'm writing your name fanfiction about One Direction or something. Have a good day, try not to be dumb, and see you in the next one.
What up, friend? Oh my god.
Morning, welcome back.
We are in a mental health crisis. Unfortunately, people's delusions are encouraged regularly now. Well, I don't encourage it. I'll tell you that. I'm not about it. Nope. Dr. K video says how bad it can be. It's not a new generational thing. Go back to any esoteric book section in a used bookstore and you'll see the same type of schizo shit from 50 years ago. You are completely right. And if you go to... So, this is... All right. I guess I'm going to just say it. So, if you want to find out where there's a lot of hot girls, you want to go to, like, a witch shop. Or you want to go to a place that has a lot of crystals. Because all of the hot girls will go there. Because the guys... girls that aren't as pretty, guys don't put up with that shit, and they're like, you need to come back to reality. But if a girl is really hot, and she's into crystals and magic and Wiccan stuff, and it's like, yeah, for sure, that's totally true. You know, and you're just gonna go along with it. You're just gonna go along with it, and so they're gonna get empowered and enabled, and so you go over there, and you're gonna see a lot of hot chicks there. That's just the way it is. I've been to a few of them myself. You want to fish where the fish are. Yeah, no, I'm being honest. I'm just being honest. Have you guys ever been to one of these things? Yep, I've done it. Exactly. Yeah. That's just how it is. I think it's a big medical conspiracy to get us to open up asylums again. I love chicks that like crystals. Let me buy. Yeah, bro. Like, it's nuts. Way too deep for it. Man. I just don't even know what to say. I want to kill this video. Like, this shit actually, like, I didn't know that this was a thing. Like, I actually did not know this shit was a thing. Like, this is crazy to me. This is nuts. Yeah, I really, I didn't imagine. You do now? Yeah, I do now. People have lost their minds. They seriously need to get some mental help. I know, man. Try shifting into vanilla WoW. I don't even know what to say. You get a higher chance of a crazy chick in those communities? You're right. You are very right. As I said, guys, we are in the midst of a tremendous mental health crisis.